Module 5. We've gone through 4 modules. We've covered a lot of ground. Don't forget, this is an introductory course to business model innovation, business design. So the whole point about this is that we're trying to change and innovate, create new products, create new services and meet those to customers' needs. And what we're going to do in this module is just do a bit of a recap and give you some more examples of different ways you can innovate. So in this module, we're just going to recap on a few points and provide a few more case studies and examples. Now, innovation isn't always about new products or services. Don't forget, a lot of things nowadays are more design-led. Design-led means that you're changing not just the product itself, but the way it looks. And that's a new way of working. Design is coming into everything, from the way you design an app to the interfaces, and even design is coming into experiences. How you actually design the buyer journey, how you design the interactions with your company, and it requires a different way of thinking than just accepting that you do things the current way. Don't forget, if you can deliver a better service, if you can deliver a better customer experience, and it doesn't incur maybe extra costs, it means you can get more intimate with the clients, understand them better, they'll refer you on. So customer experience and design, and the actual design of the process or design of a product is becoming more and more critical. Services themselves are becoming more critical. As we absorb and collect data across all the different things that we use nowadays, from smartwatches such as Fitbit, to websites, to customers, to the way open source data, we can use that data to provide services. And even cars now have different levels of services that you can provide, such as Ford. They have an app that helps you personalize things based on your vehicle. Processes. By changing, we saw at the very beginning of Module 1 that Uber looked at the process and re-engineered it using technologies, using an app. Marketing. Just by developing different ways of helping customers choose products, think about themselves, such as L'Oreal. They created a virtual makeup simulation app. So at the end of it, you could have, instead of going into a shop and getting an assistant to help you choose, you can do it all at home. And at the end of the app, it obviously provides a recommended set of products. That changes the whole experience. Now, there is such a thing as Dublin's 10 types of experience. So this gives you an overview of how you can actually develop and innovate across various types of a business model. And as I said, I've heavily emphasized the word experience there. So experience covers the service, a channel, a brand, and actually how you engage with a customer. You've got the offer itself, how you design a product, how a product performs. You've also got process, how you actually create a process that makes your costs lower, that makes it more efficient, that enables you, like Zara, to be able to get to market quicker. We saw that Zara developed a lean manufacturing process that allowed them to take spot fashion trends, produce a new piece of clothing and get it into stores faster than their competitors. That's a process-driven part of the business model. So what I'm going to do now is focus on how you can actually start to look at hacking value. Now, hack's a big word, so what I'm saying here is look at the value proposition. There are various ways in which you can start to rethink your value offer. And there are 5 dimensions to it. So the first is looking at things like performance. And whether it's a service or a product, you can rethink the performance of a product or service. There's obviously sustainability, which is coming to the front now for a lot of companies. how can you have or integrate into your value proposition some sort of level of sustainability? Ethical coffee, for instance. How can you allow your customers to customize your service or product? And hopefully using automation processes, you might be able to do that. We have this idea of systems. Systems are becoming increasingly important, and we'll touch upon that in a bit more detail. And then we've spoken about it several times, this idea of design, making something more appealing, intuitive, easier to use, better. So what's an example of performance? So one of the companies that developed a unique piece of intellectual property, so they created a key resource, was Spiber. And they developed a synthetic material with similar properties to natural spider silk. And from that, they developed a range of products and clothing. Now, the dimensions and performance of that material was unlike any other in the marketplace, including bulletproof vests and ropes and other suspension bridge. So this material has got endless numbers of uses besides clothes. But the fact of the matter was that it gives you a performance example. If you can take a material, innovate in some way, and improve the dimensions or performance of it, that itself is an innovation. Now, in terms of service, that means you might improve a service so you deliver faster. It might mean you can offer a higher level of service, level agreements. So think about your service. Think about how you can improve that. What could be done better? Can you do a design quicker? If you can do a design quicker, can you offer more options? Does it give you more analytics? Sustainability. This is an example of Blue Goose. So similar to Nespresso, they've taken a market and gone and looked at it and gone, the capsules actually aren't very eco-friendly. So we're going to develop a similar product to a similar audience, but we're going to make it more appealing. We're going to focus on actually making sure that our capsules are compostable. So just by taking that one angle, one focus, they were able to create a point of differentiation. Customization. Digital technologies in particular allow people to customize things. You can even go online now and order your own set of vitamins that are particularly customized to you. You follow through a questionnaire, and then it allows you to get some vitamins designed that are specific to your needs. And obviously it uses business model patterns such as subscription models. Then we have things like systems. Systems are where things interact with each other to create a value proposition. So Zapier, for instance. Zapier is a gateway to be able to integrate lots of different APIs that then allow you to automate various services that don't normally talk to each other. By doing this, you can create chains of automation that rapidly speed up your company. There was a gap in the market. Zapier identified that lots of different interfaces didn't talk to each other, couldn't be integrated. And so by recognizing that problem, they would create their own platform that then allows you to integrate and automate your own processes. And design. Nest took household traditional fittings, made them digital, but they didn't just make them digital, they designed them differently. They made them more intuitive, easier to use, and then connected them to mobile apps. They thought through the whole design process, from problem space to solution space. So what are the key points here? In terms of the key points, what we want to think about is how we redesign value. And that can be through lots of different ways. So I've listed out a lot of questions here. And these are just to prompt you to think about different ways in which you can innovate and change how you think about something. It's not just all about creating new products or services.